This would be Kai. Yep, that'd be Kai. Oh, hey. You're the guys that beat Tentacular, right? We owe you one for that for sure. Let's get back to the luau. I'll bet the rest of the men will be missing their guest of honor already, unless you got some business with me. You're looking for a guy called Kai, huh? Sure, that's me. I knew it to my mom, but everyone else just calls me Kai. What do you want? Remind Kai that Michelle's waiting for him.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only Kai in Honolulu. If you never meant to marry that poor mermaid, you should never have proposed to her.
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
This voice actor is not up to snuff. He is not up to anything. He doesn't even want to be here.
Yes, your mother told us all about it. But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale, it's true. The fisherman from the story, that was my tutu, my grandpa.
Huh?
It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Till one day, another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea. The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was with a baby in his arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you...
Cooley, don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen. If that mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa, there's something I want you to give her. Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked.
We should probably go rest at the inn. Otherwise bad things are gonna happen. What's up with this? Fishman ran up to the church just now. He looked very upset. I do hope it's not another injury. Oh, was that Kai? How strange. I thought he'd be pleased to hear that Michelle was still thinking about him. But it looked rather gloomy. Is there an in on this? Nope, there's no ins right now. Well, I guess we'll just make do with what we got. I mean, chances are we're not going to have another boss fight back-to-back. I hope. That would be unfortunate. And inconvenient. Bit of both, really. Okay. Well, hello? My son just passed through here. He's always been a quiet boy, but he looked like he was biting his lip more than ever. That door leads to Saikiki Beach. It's home to the village graveyard, where the souls of the departed are returned to the ocean. Kai knew he always hated that place. Why would he go there now? Unless, of course, Grandpa is still alive. Oh. What the?
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead.
We've received the Lover's Veil.
Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy, but it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers, and now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman, tough too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through, and I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The Kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
Nope. Well, anything else around here? Oh, yep. Mini metal. Anything else? Probably not. Yeah, I doubt that's his grandma. I doubt his mother is half mermaid. I don't understand why the grandfather didn't just hop in a boat anyway. You really think the guy could have gone, because they exiled him to, like, a random island. Tunks is Wanderer planning on going Super Saiyan. Look at this guy! He's like Trunks, but not quite. Hence, Tunks. He burned his boat. Dude could have jacked another boat. Made his own. That's a long period of time to not have access to a boat at all. Never knew my grandpa. Ma tells me every night he used to leave his hut and stare out over the ocean and draw pictures. She says it used to really creep her out. It was like he was a ghost or something, searching for his stolen soul. Ah, damn it. I pressed up, which I guess speeds through the dialogue too. Very easy to just, like, skip past stuff. Luckily, it doesn't matter that much. It takes a lot of skill to make a seaworthy boat. He's a fisherman, living in a fishing village. If anybody could do it, I'd say he probably has the tools, or at least, you know, the general availability of what he would need to get his hands on a boat some way or another. Like, sure, he might not be able to make one, but, like, the dude must have been able to get a boat somehow over the course of 30 years, potentially? Oh, tactics. Tactics. Oh, perfect. Everyone. Fight wisely. Oh yeah, they are dragons, aren't they? They don't really look it, but they're dragons. I might want to try switching Serena out for Rab, because if I remember right, Rab had some nice buffs and a team heal. Hey, let me take a look at Rab's ability. Multi-heal. And Benediction. It's not attributes. I think mostly I just wasn't using Rab because his equipment wasn't up to snuff, but at this point I'd say kind of is. Lina. Serena for good old Grandpa. Ignoring the obvious solution. Could have rode the mermaid to the new island. I mean, you'd think she would have gone looking for him instead of hanging out all the way out there, but I guess she was maybe afraid of capture. I don't really know. Well, we might as well get... I think I'm going to get us to the... Wow, that does damage. I think I'm going to get us to the mermaid city. And then that'll probably be where we want to stop. Just because I'm getting sleepy. I've also been streaming for 10 hours at this point, so it's fair. It is nice to come back to this game. It's nice to play a JRPG where I can just kind of lounge for a while. Just sit back, relax, and play. There's still a lot of other games that I'd like to go back to and finish, but boy, it really depends on releases. Because I know when I get up tomorrow, I'm going to immediately want to dive into several other RPGs that I'm just... Or, not RPGs? Several other games. On the plus side, like, they're not as long. Surge 2 is going to be a while. Cat Quest is short.
Nope.
And I don't think there's any other... Are there any other big JRPGs that are coming out? Are you planning on going Super Saiyan? Oh, I'm all out of Soylent. Makes me sad. That's like my usual go-to midstream meal. I'll have to, like, order a case, because they stopped carrying it at the local Fred Meyer. I could probably find it somewhere else, but I could just, like, order 20 of them.
Easy.
Probably cheaper. Dude, does Digimon Survive count? Yeah, Digimon Survive absolutely counts. Though, do we know exactly when that's supposed to be coming? Because I haven't heard of an official release date. Because that's absolutely a JRPG. It's a tactical JRPG, but still a JRPG. It's like half visual novel, too. But I don't know... Yeah, 2019, last time I checked. I think it's a little late for that. Oh, there's a treasure chest back here. Like, they'd really have to have a surprise release date. I think they're currently planning on doing the combo pack and releasing that on Steam. I doubt they do Survive at the same time. The smart move would be to release Survive in either, like, February or March, probably. Hello again, my friend. I'm so happy. So happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off, I got a bit concerned. I heard that your ship had sunk, or Kai had gone away, and that's why I'm singing happy songs, to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he as well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together? Lie to Michelle and tell her that Kai is coming to meet her? No. Bunks tells Michelle the truth. My Kai is dead. That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding on in your hand? A net of pearls and seashells on a pretty coral band. You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed, and clutched it as he passed away. You're saying that he's dead? No, please, no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break that promise. made to me. There must be some mistake. How can my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it till I've found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can sail, and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh, thanks, you're very kind. But there's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind. Can I zoom to these? Probably not. Let's see. Nope, I can zoom to Honolulu. God damn it! Mysterious power. Wait, maybe I can at least zoom to the ocean outside of it. Or it's just this location. Oh, that's why. Tunks and his friends sail back to Honolulu. They drop anchor in the waters off Saikiki Beach. Keep Michelle from the eyes of the fearful fishermen. If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. Sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find that man you met and bring him back to me? She's just gonna straight up, like, kidnap him. And we're gonna have to go, like... let's see. It's probably back here. We're gonna have to, like, somehow get down there and rescue him, question mark. Probably not, but it would be hilarious if it turns out that all of the mermaids are, in fact, soul-stealing monsters. Where the heck? Oh, there he is. Kai's house. But yeah, any other JRPGs that are planned for the rest of this year? Because I can mostly only think of Western releases, which is kind of nice, actually. I guess there's Code Vein, but that's like this week. So, did you give the mermaid the veil? Mahalo, thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. Did I do something for you in turn? Fix up your ship? Get you some pearls, maybe? Just say the word. Huh? You want me to go to Saikiki Beach with you? Why would you want to go to a lonesome place like that? Well, if you're sure that's all you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Lead the way. Can you just insta-teleport me so I don't have to do this every single time? No? If we get into a fight, we're probably fine. I mean, I have quite a number of levels on where I should be. Probably? I don't know. I never have a good metric for am I over-leveled or am I just kind of eh. See, there's that Tales game. I don't think Tales of Arise is going to be out this year either. I didn't see an official release date for that. Like, it's something to look forward to, but I don't think it's out this year either.
Why have you brought me here?
That voice, it's music to my ears. I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you? What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years?
Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew. Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
Michelle sings a bewitching melody that reverberates off the cliffs above.
I waited for you so long through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together. Got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's all right. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid, he's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love, but now it's time to say goodbye.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
I feel like that's the kind of thing you should have remembered earlier.
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, The fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai?
Huh?
You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever. Huh?
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all, and what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
Sorry for making you do all that stuff for me and my family, but thanks. Because of you, my eyes are finally open. In my heart of hearts, I think I hated my grandpa more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. I was ashamed. But now I know the truth. He wasn't cursed. He was in love. I'm still kind of curious why once, you know, his adopted daughter grew up, why he didn't just go. I'm really confused as to why he couldn't, like, rustle up a single fishing boat in 30 plus years? Yeah, maybe he wasn't fit enough? I guess. I just know if I was, like, in this situation where I was effectively living in an exile on the back half of a town forever, and, like, my daughter had grown up at least enough to fend for herself, and I was, you know, nearing old age, I'd probably try and snag a boat and go see, you know, the love of my life at least once. Maybe. Unless he died really young, which is entirely possible, but... Okay, can we go back? We can at least zoom to the strand. Okay, that would have been nice. It doesn't change though, it's a sad story. It just would have been... I don't know. I guess I'd have less complaints if I would ferried out like an ancient old man to see his mermaid wife. Let's see, we found Lorelai's harp, and we also found a note. Dearest friend, if you're reading this, it means I've gone away. If what you said to me is true, I don't think I can stay. Thanks for all you've done for me, and please don't feel too sad. After my Kai, you're the kindest friend I ever had. I promised that I'd take you to the Mermaid Seabed town, and though I can't come with you now, this harp will take you down. You'll find a shining whirlpool far inside the inland sea. Sail over it, and strum that harp to meet her majesty. Please tell the queen I'm happy now, and there's no need to cry. I'm finally reunited with my dear darling Kai. Perhaps one day we'll meet again, but for now, farewell. You'll be my friend until the end. Yours sincerely, Shell. I might also be kind of biased here, because, you know, I have a shell. Okay, probably should have actually zoomed here. Well, we can still zoom while we're on this boat. Let's see. Actually say where this whirlpool is, but inland sea, so we just want to go here. And we'll figure it out. Let's see, like if they're really outcasts, they could only count on each other. Like the protagonist and her father in Horizon Zero Dawn. I guess. Kinda. Lorelai's harp. We're off to see the mermaid, the wonderful mermaids of the deep. Doesn't work nearly as well, but that's okay. Hi. I'm just under here now. How am I under here now? How can I breathe? What is this? Sup? Welcome to the seabed realm, O humans from on high. It's been many centuries since since last your kind dropped by. If you should miss the air above, just tell me and I'll send you. I have the power to summon bubbles, one of which I'll lend you. Okay. So we're just gonna check this area out for a bit. The rainbow glows brightly. One of the orbs must be nearby. Oh, it's in this thing. Sweet. And we're done, and we leave. Well, this is a pretty little area. So, are there any dude maids in here?
Crevens, this place is a veritable paradise under the sea. Just when you think you've seen it all, you find yourself in Mermaid Town.
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else. Well, now we're here. I guess we can find out if that story about the giant pearl is just an old wives' tale or not.
Finding the orb is important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to tell her about Michelle.
It really did kind of look like Gramps was side-eyeing for a new grandma. A little worrying. Welcome all to Nautica, the realm beneath the foam. You're Queen Marina's honored guests, so make yourselves at home. Watch it that Michelle was the princess or something. Oh no! In all my 20 years, I've never talked to a human till today. You must be the guest Queen Marina mentioned. So 2010, so he's 240 years old. It's Her Majesty's magic that lets you breathe below the water. Special service for our guests of honor. Without it, you be goners. She awaits you in her pearly palace at the pinnacle of the prominence. I speak, of course, of the tower at the top of the hill. Is that the man-made? And they've just got a goddamn shark as the shopkeeper. There's no reply. It doesn't seem to understand what Tunks is saying. Darn tootin'! I'm glad something makes sense down here. Oh boy. Yeah, no, those are the man-maids. That dude, that weird-looking dude, that's the man-maids, all right. Go figure she fell in love with some random dude on the surface. The man-maids down here do not look great. Hand-drawn book entitled Living with Me Under the Sea. To Kai, my guy, from Michelle Your Belle, written on it. Punks takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Okay, just can't wait to live with you beneath the sea. A few rules just to help you settle in more easily. First, don't panic, take it slowly. Breathe a nice deep breath. Panicking while swimming is a recipe for death. Next, no teasing. Just because a fish looks small and meek, his mom might be 10 times your size, and then you'll be up the creek. Third, don't look up. I'm not sure if you've seen how water flows, but waves can often send the current right up in your nose. Fourth, clean your gills. They're like your lungs. Try not to get them blocked. A bit of grit, and you'll be in for quite the nasty shock. Last but not least, think of others. Selfishness is wrong. It's obvious, I know, but it'll help you get along. Aww. Yep. This place is weird. Oh, if there were trans merfolk, the gender dysphoria would be awful, I imagine. Heavy plastic surgery. Or just magic. Like, sup, dude? Like, I mean, if they've got magic that lets humans breathe underwater, you could probably have magic that would turn a man-made into a mermaid. Maybe. Queen Marina's orders are the cause of some disquiet. When she told us we must welcome you, it nearly caused a riot. Know this, human beings, if you mean no harm to our realm... Wait, if you mean to harm our realm, I'll take this fork and split you from your heel to your helm. You know, that's a pretty cool trident, but let me tell you something about armor. Gotta have something. Otherwise, boy... I'm a priestess of the sunken spirit with no name. Though our gods differ, let us pray together all the same. All wayward sheep shall find a welcome in this house. How may we help you? Okay, so let's save. Because I'm tired. And let's just save over this one. I think I'll play more of this tomorrow night, assuming I have the time and energy. Because I would actually legitimately like to beat this game. It'll just take a while. It'll take a very long time. I will probably look up a guide.